Hi, guys. Welcome in. Another week, another Board of Public Works meetings. Meeting Friday, anyway. So, I'm already signed in with my hand up. I said I wanted public comment and all agenda items, but I haven't gone and looked at the agenda. Let's do that. Okay. Let's share that screen with you guys. Gotta change screen, sorry. I had the other up and ready. All right, we'll go here. Click on the link for the agenda. Okay. What do we have? Neighborhood Council comments and presentation, retirement certificate, Pride Month recognition, street maintenance, agenda items, business inclusion program, citywide exclusive franchise system, Deem Arcalian Enterprises, Inc., DBA Athens Services, Inc., Consolidated Disposal Service, Green Waste of Los Angeles, Universal Waste Systems. Okay, so it has to do with solid waste. And there is a report, and that's a major street improvement and resurfacing project report. Okay. Let me go back here. Oh, I didn't even share it. Sharon, you're supposed to tell me these things. It wasn't added to the stage. I was looking at the agenda items. I read it out, though. There's really not a lot going on there. Team Certix. Hey, Sharon. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Can you hear me okay? I can't. You slipped. Yeah, I blame you. Hi, Kakan. I can't use my microphone with the Zoom call, and if I do, you guys can't hear the Zoom call. So, can you hear all right? Sharon says she can hear good. She's saying hi to the professor. All right. Well, let's remove that and share the other screen. There we go. We're all set now. Already. I didn't think I was going to be able to make today's call. I had to take someone to a medical appointment, but the medical appointment was really quick, so I got back in time. Sharon, I'm doing okay, babe. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I've been doing my best to get out swimming. Although yesterday I went out, forgot to put on sunscreen.
Good morning for those of us who are on the virtual platform. Callers, please raise your hand. Let me know if you want to speak on public, multiple item, or single item comments, please.
So I'm a little pinker today, but I am not burnt. I put on sunscreen when I remembered when I got out of the water, but usually I put it on before I get in the water. Because, a lot of sun, a lot of reflecting of the sun off the water. So I'm a little pink today, but not burnt. Kathy's here listening, but she's supposed to be working. Sharon says she's doing well, a little sore. from putting together furniture yesterday. Ah, that's fun. That's fun. What were you doing? Are you up to designing a studio for yourself? What are you doing? What are you putting furniture together for? Inquiring minds want to know. Professor, it's just such a funny word. And Sharon is hysterical. And she gets me. She gets my humor. And she's kind. And we like each other. So we realized one day putting Sharon and antics made Shartics. And I'm sorry, but that's comedy gold. It's too funny not to say. It's too funny not to say often. So if you haven't checked out Sharon's channel, at Sharon QCB has a channel. She's a southern ball of fire. She's a great cook, and she's funny and sweet. So check her out. And she's the she's the other half of Team Shartix. And yes, Professor, we know what Shartix mean. What shart means. We know. But it's funny. And that's why people say they wouldn't wish us on their worst enemies. Because Team Shartix is brutal. Sharon says she tries to be sweet, but it's a struggle sometimes. Yeah, she's got just enough naughty in that nice that makes her appealing. If she was all nice, I couldn't stand her. She's got at least enough naughty.
Good morning, Laura FM. What items would you like to speak on?
Sorry, I had to silence my phone.
Good morning. All agenda items, please, and general public comment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, QCB means Queen Cheeky Bitch. Corner Joint's here, so hi, hey, Carrie-Ann. Leaving a like, thank you. Professor likes your recipes. Yeah, Southern. She's got Southern charm, and she's got Southern cooking skills. And she's got Southern hospitality and humor. She's funny. She's funny. Corner Joint has a channel too. Hey, Carrie-Ann is now named the Corner Joint. And she's got a gorgeous garden. And she's got some interesting crops she shares and lights up and enjoys with us. And she does my knitting streams with me when I do them. We just need to do one again soon. I miss you guys. I've had some requests, although this weekend might be tough for me to do it, so I'm not trying to warm up to promising one for this weekend because I do not have that arranged at all, and here it's already Friday, so that is probably not going to happen. I've got too much in real life going on this weekend. No Face. Hey, No Face. How are you?
Recording in progress.
President Kang, we are now in record mode.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Board of Public Works. This is our meeting for Friday, June 26, 2026. Ms. Reyes, please take roll and establish quorum.
Yes, I will establish quorum. President Kang, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, Commissioner Cardenas. We have quorum, and we are joined today by City Attorney Representative, Ms. Daryl Fields, and I will be facilitating this meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So welcome again to everybody this morning. Happy Friday. Before we take public comment, we have several well-deserved presentations. We'll go in order. We'll start with our retirement, a recognition of our refuse collection supervisor for 32 years, Salvador Luna.
Good morning, Mr. President. Domingo Orozco, Commissioners with Alley Sanitation. My retiree is on his way. He's making his way through the parking structure now. So I ask if we can hold it on the desk for a little bit until he gets here.
All right. Thank you. So we'll head over to our 2026 LGBTQ plus Pride Month recognition. Gives me tremendous pride to hand the mic over to my fellow colleague,
It's
President
about
Pro Tem
presentations today. Maybe I should
Good
mute
morning.
them.
And happy Pride. I want to start today with a few lines from Richard Blanco, a poet, and fittingly for this room, a civil engineer.
All right. Can you guys hear it, or at least barely hear it? Texting my neighbor, sorry. Trying to coordinate with them. Something. I knew a guy that was late for every painting. His name was Salvador Delay. Jennifer can't call in today. She's sick. Well, Jennifer, the call-in's not important. You getting better is what's important. So please take good care of yourself and feel better soon. Long presentations today, Jennifer. You're not missing much. Just drink a lot of fluids and feel better, please. Sharon saying hi to Jennifer. Jennifer saying hi to Sharon. Kathy's listening and lurking, Jennifer. We got Kakan, No Face. Hey, Carrie Ann did a drive-through. That about sums it up. I think that's everyone. I'm glancing through chat since I got a little time now while they do this presentation. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Kathy's a professional listener. Kathy is a professional. She's like an octopus, too. Kathy is so supportive. Yeah. I am worn out, and I just promised my neighbor I would help them do something after this. I should have said later today so I have time to lay down. But I didn't give myself that time. I gotta help them after this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Did I turn it down too low? Do you guys want to hear it at least a little? Is it too low? I can't tell. It comes across on your end. Kathy does what she can. See, she's in there lurking still. I'm also like an octopus. I have 8 feelings. Girl, I do that too. Drain my battery quick. Yeah. Yeah, my battery has been draining out slightly quicker, and I haven't been taking the time to adequately keep it recharged, which I'm plugging it in right now while saying that. And I noticed my power pack isn't as efficient as it used to be. It's suddenly starting to, it used to hold 4 charges, and now I find it only holds 1. But given that it was, older technology, and at the time I got it, that was enough to charge 4 phones, whereas today's phones, especially the phone I have now, has a much bigger battery and much longer battery. So it makes sense, but it's still a little disappointing that I only have 1 extra charge now. But the other day I charged it to 3/4, to 75%. Went to use it later and it wasn't charged at all. So I don't know if it's just going now finally. It is an older one. I meant my old body battery, but I do drain my phone too. Yeah. Is this a TED Talk? Sure. I did a TED Talk last week, no face, on stingrays. Or at least that's what I called it after we're rambling about stingrays for a good 20 minutes. I didn't want to make a big deal of it last week, but I got stung by a stingray a couple weeks ago. I just didn't want to announce it. Hurt like a son of a you-know-what. Wasn't as bad as the first time I got stung, but it still really hurt. Yeah, and I was nauseous for days afterwards, had a headache for days afterwards, as your body's like processing out that venom, It's just nauseous and headache for days and like a little sluggish. And, I say days, it makes it sound like a week. No, it was like 2 days. It was 2 days. Third day, I was much, much, much better. And then, like about a week after it happened, must have been the healing because my foot started itching in this spot. But just a little for 1 day, 1 or 2 days, and it was itchy. Just have to do your best to ignore it and not scratch it. If you scratch it, it makes it itchier. Was it titled How to Kill a Crocodile Hunter? Yeah. I hate that healing itch. Yeah. It wasn't infected or anything like that. It was just dry and healing. I'm not going to touch that joke, no face. That's sad. Although I did kind of reference it. Well, I absolutely referenced it, but I did kind of make a joke out of it the first time I got stung. The lifeguard was trying to distract me and talk to me, so he asked if I knew anyone else who'd ever been stung by a stingray. And I said no, and then said, well, yes, Steve Irwin, but he died. This is the middle of me being hysterical with my stingray bite. I was like, yes, Steve Irwin, and he died, said kind of like that. Yeah, it's funny. Peter's here. I really liked him too, no face. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. Yeah. He had a good heart. Unfortunately, it was too big because the stingray got him right in his heart. Any stingray, if it pierces you in the heart or close enough approximation, even the little ones here, could potentially kill you. But they're so small and they only ever get you around your ankle and foot. So for the venom to travel all the way up to your heart and stop at so that's not going to happen. It's too far. It's too far from the entry point. But it will travel up your leg. The venom will travel up your leg. Your whole leg will be throbbing. And if you get punctured, stung by one in your abdomen, there is a chance of it affecting your heart if you don't get it treated right away. Now you just made it sad. Oh, I know. Sorry. Yeah, we're talking about stingrays. You're going to think of Steve Irwin. Peter, I was telling them I got stung by a stingray a couple of weeks ago. I was not announcing it before. But yeah, I got stung by a stingray. It hurt like a you know what. But not as bad as the first time. The first time was god awful. Grandfather caught a stingray in San Diego. Oh, Peter, did you hear about the great white shark? I was thinking of you. There's a great white that's been patrolling the coastline. A 9-footer, they have them on video, trailing behind a paddleboarder or a surfboarder, one of the two. I haven't actually seen the video, so I can't confirm which it is. I think it was a paddleboarder, though. This is why I just like to look at the ocean. I'm scared of making something mad. He asked my father how to handle this very carefully. Yeah, so, great white, 9-foot great white spotted right at the shores of San Diego. Great whites follow the food, which are seals. I wish they'd eat a bunch of stingrays. Do you have super stingray powers now, stingray squirrel? No, face. Unfortunately, I wasn't close enough to the San Onofre radioactive power plant for that to work this time. I need to get closer to the power plant where I'm stung. So I see where you got that confused, but I'm not close enough. Lorelei, hi Lorelei. 9-foot is a juvenile. They buy a lot of things to taste. Peter, that's not making me feel any better. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel any better. 9-foot is huge. And you're right, that is just a juvenile. They get a heck of a lot bigger. And I hadn't considered the fact that a juvenile is exploring his environment and trying to see what tastes good. Jeez, Peter. Yes, the article I saw but didn't watch the video for, or read the article, it said 9-foot in the title. Someone else told me the story and they said 12-foot. So I'm not sure if it was a second shark sighting or if they just misremembered. Hey, Donna. Good morning. Oh, nice. Well, hello to Donna and hello to Donna's sister. Have a great time. Don't worry about us. We're just up to shenanigans, but we'll be good. Have a great weekend with your sister. That'll be so fun. Peter says, well, once man stops allowing the food to enter certain areas, then the great whites won't visit. Dreamer's Path with Lorelei, hello from Donna. Kathy says, enjoyed it, Donna. Lorelei says, hi, Donna. Sharon says, hi, Donna. Nofe says he's scared of the frogs that get in my shower. F the ocean. Sticking to swimming pools for life now. Yeah, I know. I had some people tell me, well, I guess that stops your swimming. I was like, no, not at all. Hi, Kathy. Hope your brother is doing better. Oh, no, Kathy, I'm sorry to hear your brother's not well. Did someone say shenanigans? Hey, shenanigans, how are you? So, yeah, I hope your brother feels better. Kathy. Sharon said always shenanigans. So, this, in Wizard of Oz, it's lions and tigers and bears, oh my. So what would it be for the beach? It would be stingrays and sharks and creeps, oh my. Yeah, that works. Stingray, sharks, and creeps, oh my. Donna has to run. Power to the call-in crew. Thank you. Great whites typically don't go south of Point Concepcion, but will follow the food. Donna, it's slow. This is Kathy talking about her brother, and he's frustrated, but doing as well as he can be. That's great news, Kathy. Sharon says she likes that one. Kathy, glad to hear he is slowly improving. Take care. San Francisco has piers with 1,000 seals in the bay. They attract orcas and great whites. Bye all. Have a great day, Donna. Sharks and jellyfish and perbs. Oh my, says Mooney. Mooney, no jellyfish here. So be sharks and stingrays and perbs. Oh my. Because there are perbs and there are sharks. Are all these people here for retirement? Some of them are, yeah. Some of them for commendations. There was a commendation for Gay Pride Month. And yeah, yada, yada, yada. I can't get too distracted and miss out on when they start back up. Sharon says, gonna lurk a sec while I get dressed for the day. Can't be lazy today despite the strong urge. All right, Sharon, I'll tell everyone to look away. Okay, guys, pretend like you're looking away and don't let Sharon know any different. Just, you don't want to embarrass her, but feel free to watch. Mooney said we have, or Peter is saying for at Mooney, we have small jellyfish that wash up on shore occasionally. Well, we have those, what are those, Nautilus sails? They kind of look like jellyfish. Portuguese sails? Portuguese sails. Anyway, it's Portuguese sailors, I think they're called. I don't know. I'm getting it all mixed up. I think, with Portuguese jellyfish that they have on the East Coast that someone was just telling me about. So, oh, Sharon's back, guys. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, no face totally was not lurking on you, Sharon. The tiny electric blue creatures watching up along the California coast are by the wind sailors. That's it. By the wind sailors, Villela. Yep, that's the ones. Or Vilea. I'm not sure how you say that. Irish! Hi, Irish. Miss you, babe. How are you doing? I need to write you back. I've been so busy. I didn't think I was going to make today's call, but I was able to wrap things up early this morning, and then I got a shit ton to do after the call. But I was able to show up. Scooter report. Hey, Scooter. Are you back? Are still pretending to be on a break antics? I'm still on a break. I'm just popping in once in a while. I do have plans to start up again a little bit slowly. I guess I'll go ahead and announce it now. But I'm thinking for Thursday, I'll do a throwback Thursday. Do a Titanic Thursday, because I haven't done one in a while. We'll see how my week goes. I have a lot of things going on right now in real life, so if I can, that's what I'm thinking. And see if maybe Irish and some people want to do a knitting stream next weekend. I don't think I can this weekend. I'm house sitting this weekend, and I got other stuff to do. A relative just had surgery, so I have to keep, checking on them, bring them groceries, and be available for them. So I don't think I can do it this weekend. But start thinking about it for next weekend, Irish. I don't like the Raptors' first-round draft pick. Al, Peter, and Scooter Mom know how to talk to each other about his sports ball. Scooter says she's listening and doing her nails, so not chatting a lot. Scooter, I need you to come do my nails. I did them before my trip, and now just yesterday they really started chipping. I'm thinking about getting one of those little dryers, one of those UV lights, and doing them myself because it's just so much cheaper in the long run. But I don't want the big kit where you get like 40 colors. I'll never use all those colors. It seems like such a waste. I just want 3 colors because that's probably all I'll ever want. I want a red because classic, right? And I want a pale pink because, day to day, classic. And then I want a silver glitter, so it's clear but has really microfine glitter in it for New Year's and Christmas. I love that, the icy, it looks, like snowy and icy. I like to get that every year for Christmas and New Year's. So get individual colors. I know I've been looking at them. I've been looking at doing it. Scooter says she can barely do her own nails. That's exactly what I do. You can get individual colors. Tripped over my nails. I really should cut my toenails. That was not Scooter Mom. That was No Face. Oop. Found someone's artificial nail in my sitting room earlier. I don't know anyone with fake nails. Ugh. That's the worst. Irish. Scooter says that's creepy. Yeah, that's gross, Irish. So yeah, I honestly just need 3 colors and then maybe one fun color for once in a while, like a lavender. But I really probably could get away with just the pink and then like either the red or the silver. But I want like just a pale pink for day to day. And then occasionally do the red. Kathy said she really did, and it's creepy as hell. Yeah, Irish, that is creepy as hell. I was trying not to overreact to that, but better in your chair than in your food. I thought that's where that was going. I was really afraid for a second. Let's go to report. Alan Graves' stats are artificial, overhyped. He mostly came off the bench. Oh, still talking sports ball. Damn it. How dare you? I don't know, Irish. How do you pick up someone's false nail? It's hard. It's hard to interpret that. Irish. Oh, you have lavender you have never used? I love lavender. I have lavender on right now. Lavender, pink, and red are my go-tos. And then that, like I said, that icicle clear one with the silver. I really like that one for parties. Big parties, end of year parties, Christmas parties, New Year's. Peter's still sports balling. And Scooter Mom's throwing sports ball stats back at him. Could be an angry female out there looking for that bitch that has her nail. I like reds, pinks, and natural pale colors. Yeah, so the pink I want to be almost a natural pale so that it's, a utilitarian pink. I don't want a bright pink So I want one that's kind of a neutral, pale pink, and then a deep red. Because, deep red's sexy. You have to have at least one red nail polish. Oh, the red always stains your nails so badly. Peter probably wouldn't know this, but when you wear nail polish all the time, it stains your nails. And colors like pink don't really do that. But red, turns your nails yellow and kind of orangey and really gross looking. So then you have to keep them painted after that because they look so gross. Irish says her nails never get long enough. I have to clip them short, otherwise I'm biting them. Lavender Plush is my OnlyFans name, Nove says. Actually, it's not. It's Rusty Rose. Lemon juice works. Oh, good to know, Sharon. Because, lemon juice has a bleaching effect. That makes sense. Cat, I did my nails many years ago. Then gave up for a while. I got back into it around 2020. So it was a COVID hobby. COVID hobby for Scooter Mom. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a nail machine and some nail polish. I have them in my cart on, on my wish list, but that doesn't mean I'm buying them necessarily. It just means I'm looking. This is taking forever.
Find him to be rather exceptional. Like many of us at LA Sanitation, we often wear many hats in our endless effort to exceed expectations as we serve.
Okay, I'm going to imagine them in mini hats now because it sounded like you said mini hats. So I'm going to imagine them in mini hats. Little tiny clown hats. Yes, Antics, I think so. I got lots of compliments on my nails from all the nurses when I was in the hospital. Currently knitting a ram called Rory. Is that the Celtic way of writing Rory? Rory? Tiny hats. Yeah. Yeah, this is a long one. I picked a long one to sign in for today, guys. And I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, it's the Irish version of Rory. So I was right. It's recognizable once you realize it, but it takes a second to put it together. Rory. Irish. My Irish grandfather had a dog named Rory. I have a picture of a Rory. Actually, I don't. I have a picture of Donnie, which was his Rory's son. This is Donnie. Yep, we're saying Rory. Rory the Ram. It can't be him. Well, I mean, I guess Rory technically is a unisex name, although it's far more often female. And she did say ram, not sheep. So I guess, yeah, it is him. It's a boy, Rory. I know a girl, Rory, in person. In real life, girl, Rory. this is taking too long. I've got something to do after this. But I have another hour. You want to pet Nut Lion and you want to name him Rory. Well, this is exciting, guys. You guys having fun yet? Okay. So it's a different spelling. Rory is bloke's Rory. Yeah. It's one of the really fascinating things is how common like unisex names are with Celtic names. They have, don't get me wrong, they have plenty of just male or female names, but they have a lot of names that are unisex. Morgan, there's lots of them. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but Morgan's a good example. Rory is another example. Are you going to call in or not? That's the plan, No Face. I'm signed in. I've got my hand up. So I just have to wait on them to be done presenting. Let's see, what are we doing?
Love you, Mom and Dad. And then, of course, I'd love to thank my boyfriend, Anthony. He's always here for me.
All right. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
When I have to take an 8 a.m. call on weekend for people coordination. And my parents and family loved it. My coworkers have met him at many a happy hour and love his company as well.
Lindsay and Laurie are also unisex names. I don't know if either of those are like Celtic in origin, though. But like Keelan is another one. You can have a girl Keelan or a boy Keelan.
So thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
They do spell girl Keelan and boy Keelan
Invite my fellow commissioners to provide
a little different.
Thank you, President Khan. Just want to congratulate all of our recognized employees. It's always a pleasure to come here once a month and recognize the great diversity that we have in the city of Los Angeles. And the LGBTQ plus community is just one of those many, many parts of the city that make it so diverse and so beautiful. So congratulations on your recognition, and thank you for what you do to the city.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Mitchell.
Thank you for your presentations. Thank you for your hard work. I was thinking in terms of, I always say every month we honor somebody, and whether we actually get to do this here, or if we just think about the diversity of the city and think about the diversity of its workforce. As Commissioner Grant was speaking, I was thinking about this notion of living in the shadows. And each one of us, each one of these groups, and certainly the LGBT.
All right. I thought of another one. Shannon. Shannon is a girl's or a boy's name. I've known male Shannons and girl Shannons. Dylan. I know girl Dylans and boy Dylans. Yeah. Kelly. Boy Kellys and girl Kellys. All right. I've obviously run out of things to talk about. It only took me how many decades, but I finally did it. They were the first ones you thought of. Yeah, I get it. Scooter. First one I thought of was Leslie. And I was like, Leslie, and then there's Tiffany, and there's another one that we commonly think of as female, but that are male names. But they were British ones, so I didn't mention them. Donner and Blitzen, no faces. Still here, heating up spaghetti, by the way. Inherent. Abandoned, yeah. You know, I hope you brought enough spaghetti to share with the entire class, Sharon. Because, I mean, rude if you didn't. Other people in here want spaghetti, too. Although, I don't know. Is it microwave spaghetti? Maybe they don't want it. But even reheated microwave spaghetti is good because spaghetti is one of those meals that always tastes better the second day. Because the pasta really soaks in the flavor from the sauce. Makes it delicious. So it might even be better reheated. Might be better. What kind of sauce? She's like trying to do stuff and I'm asking her questions. What kind of sauce is on the spaghetti, Sharon? I rarely get to have pasta because of the whole gluten-free thing. And when I do have pasta, I usually have rice pasta. But once in a while, I'll buy like the garbanzo bean pasta to use for Italian food.
The history we reviewed today is not that long ago. Some of the people who lived through it are still with us. That should make today feel less like a victory lap, more like a responsibility for us to carry forward.
I need more coffee. Man, if I knew it was going to be this long, I would have made a backup cup of coffee. I still have a little left. I'm going to drink it. Meat sauce, but it's ground turkey. Well, that sounds good, Sharon. My daughter makes a big spaghetti pot, and then we reheat our servings in the microwave for a couple of days. It's very yummy. I got her to pick a pasta that has a higher protein amount in it. That's a great idea, Scooter Mom. Yeah, pasta is one of those things that's actually better reheated. It's really good. No face, I am so offended. You misspelled my name. Yeah, everyone knows it's CHER-IN. Share in. Everyone knows that. No face. Rice pasta. That's the most vanilla ice song ever. So they're taking a break, I think. Thanks, that reminds me I need to make dinner, but what to have? Maybe some garlic butter, chestnut mushrooms with baby spuds and salmon. Irish, babe, you always talk such food porn to me. It's honestly, you're turning on my audience with this food porn. I hope you can try to contain yourself next time and not be so tintillating. Scooter, I make a pot and freeze individual servings of the sauce, and then when I want spaghetti, I just cook some noodles and microwave the sauce. Kathy, that's exactly what I do. I make extra sauce and put it in the freezer. Lorelei says exactly. I think she means the food porn. Irish is like, she's always like, and then there's a semi-glaze reduction sauce, and you're like, say it slower, Irish. Say it slower. Irish, have my plate ready. I'm on the way. Yeah, Irish with the food porn. I best not mention I made carrot cake and chocolate brownies this week. I feel jaded out of a cake. I need to get a good cake. I didn't get any cake. Salmon tonight. I love salmon. And that sounds ridiculously delicious, Irish. Irish is a gourmand. Et je sais une gourmand quand je vois un gourmand. Elle est absolument une gourmand. I said I know a gourmand when I see a gourmand, and Irish is absolutely a gourmand.
Why don't we go to Linda and then go to our graduation ceremony?
So we're doing a graduation ceremony still, she said. Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. President, Commissioners. I'm joined today by
Irish, why would you give me another reason to be jealous? No face wants what you have. Seems like an excellent cook. Nove, she's always telling me really tantalizing food she's made, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Just really refined, selective ingredients, and they all just sound so delicious and healthy and thought out. She cooks like I like. I want her to come cook for me. And I love to cook. I do all my own cooking, but I'd let Irish cook for me any day of the week. Let's just go over it one more time. I'll read it slower. Irish said, "Thanks. That reminds me. I need to make a dinner. But what to have? Maybe some garlic, butter, chestnut mushrooms with baby spuds and salmon." Did I read it slow enough that time? Did it sound more like food porn? Did I do it better? Wanted to do it justice. I likes what I like, and I made it for my taste buds. Nove says he's such a bad cook that I have to add zeros to my SpaghettiOs. He has to add O's to his SpaghettiOs. I cook based on what I want, and everyone in the house has to deal with it. Yeah, Irish cooks like I like to eat. She just like clean, simple, but quality ingredients. So, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Meat, veg, starch. So she covers all the bases, and then she zhuzhes it up with this garlic, button mushroom stuff. Sounds fantastic. Sorry, I hope you guys didn't see that. Have an itchy bra, head scratch. I don't know why I had to announce that. It was so unclassy and gross, but c'est la vie, je pense.
I'd ask if you'd like to say.
I'm gearing up to taking another French course, so I gotta practice my French. Was it a red light when you said food porn and my window is down? You should see the looks I got. Kathy! Yeah, well, at least I said food porn. I was very specific. At least. Yeah, Irish gets my... She knows my food porn kink. Irish knows how to titillate me with food. Like, people talk about other food that I just don't eat, that I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. It doesn't excite me. But But the food Irish talks about, I'm like, yeah, I want some of that. That sounds good.
I have an envy.
Yeah.
So I took a long time.
My mom's always just like, oh, this processed food place and oh, this processed food product.
I was able to
And I'm like, oh, I've never had that. I can't eat that or I don't eat that. And she's always so surprised. But I'm really strict about the food. Not food porn. No face said.
My experiences, my deficiencies in life, all the way to my positives. Learn from them everything.
Jesus, taking too long. Guys, you know what? I never did hear back again from Cubs. So I'm sure when has things settled in real life and has some time, he'll reach back out to me. I never heard back from him, and I never heard back from Danwalks LA. I haven't heard back from Athila about the gnome. So, no respect. No respect.
Stay where you're at. I waited a long time.
Last 60 seconds for No Face have been itchy boob food porn. Well, No Face, just go ahead and scratch. Scratch your boob. I'm the only one that will eat salmon in my house, but I do make it at least once a month. Yeah, I love salmon, Sharon. I could eat it almost every day. I'm a fish eater. It's not good to eat it every day, though. It's too high in certain minerals. Throw you off balance to eat it every day. I'm just saying I could probably eat it just about every day. They still won't look my way at the last two lights. That's because there's this lady that keeps staring at them every time they get to a light. You're staring over at them, so they're like, just avoid eye contact. Don't look over at her. Maybe she'll stop staring at us. I think she's following us. It's been 2 lights now.
Thank you very
And
much,
they're
Commissioners.
getting ready to
We'll
call the
start
police
with,
on you.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Kathy. So, sorry
So,
about that.
I hate to tell you this, but your dog got on YouTube and said, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, it's a smart dog. Thank you so much for your service and dedication, and just the accolades and certainly the congratulations. Thank you to your family, both your work family and your home family. And I was writing some things down.
Peter, I have a recommendation on where I'm displeased. Do not sign up with Verizon. Please, I beg of you, do not sign up with Verizon. I've had nothing but a terrible experience with Verizon. I had to fight and fight and fight to get them to honor their own initial sale parameters. Told me one thing on the phone. I spent hours on the phone going from person to person, and they only fixed it a little bit, and then the next month it was back reset. So I had to do that several times. It took months to get my... Can you hear me now? It took months to get it straightened out, and it still is pretty expensive. So do not go with Verizon. I highly unrecommend them.
Public Works employees.
Figure if it's okay to recommend something, I can unrecommend something. I do not recommend Verizon. I hope I made that clear.
Continue willing to grow and learn.
They're still going on and on. I'm going to mute it a little bit more,
Coming from union background is
so you guys can hear me rambling away about complete and total nonsense. Kathy recommends T-Mobile. Kakan recommends Consumer Cellular. And then Sharon said, oh, Verizon tried to claim we didn't send our phones back, and we did, and have proof they got them. They still referred to credit bureaus. Verizon is horrible. Verizon is horrible. They sent me a bad phone initially. I had to resend out. They said it was delivered. It wasn't delivered. It was delayed and delayed. Then I finally get it, and then they didn't honor their own sales agreement. And it was just like constant on the phone with them, struggling, fighting. And then I had to do it like 3 or 4 months in a row because they kept resetting it. I'm like, no, that's not what I signed up for. Double check our sales agreement and what was agreed upon, because that is not the case. So I had to really fight them. Kakan says, Sharon, most of what is in the stores is Atlantic farm raised. It might be tough to find Pacific wild caught. We can get it here in San Diego. Let's see. And salmon season is just starting up. Where is it? Verizon tried to claim. Okay, I read that one. Most of what is in the stores is I read that. I'm on Verizon through a reseller. The reseller stopped service yesterday. An email I got today, and they're going into Chapter 11. Oh no, Peter. Sharon said she didn't know that. They're taking a break at the meeting. Now I'm doing research today to find Pacific caught. Sharon said, dang, Peter. Yeah, I'm sorry, Peter. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Verizon. In case that wasn't clear. That's why I got a phone booth. Quarters are a dime a dozen. Math doesn't matter anymore. I use AT&T. They work good where Sharon is at, says Sharon. Yeah, I wish I had just stuck with AT&T, Sharon. But I changed because they had a super deal on the newest Apple phone, and I needed a tablet upgrade, and that was included. But then, yeah, they just kept trying to raise the rates on me. I was already paying for 3 devices, tablet and my phone and one of the squirrels' phones. So Quickie is lying. She has 2 tin cans with a string. Well, she has 1 tin can, no face. I have the other end. She's got her end. I have the other tin can, the other end. It's how do you think she and I keep in touch? We have our own private line. Sharon said, no, I have save money. It's paper cups now. Oh, to save money, she has paper cups now. Oh, well, I have an upgraded model then because I have a tin can. Except it's not really tin anymore. It's aluminum. But it'll do. They're doing their little photo session here. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. What should I talk about, guys? I'm just going to talk about permits in L. Ron Hubbard Way. But me and antics to talk through them daily. Tin echoes better than paper and last longer. Aluminum lasts even longer than tin. It doesn't rust. tin rusts. But yeah, definitely improvement over paper. I guess I better get on my toes. They're going to be starting back up here soon. And I think we got Eyes to See, Lara FM, and I believe Audit LA. And did I hear Ganja Girl? I don't remember now. I know Amy said she couldn't make it. Jennifer said she couldn't make it. I haven't heard anything from Miriam, but I know it's difficult for her to make it because of the time difference. Aluminum rusts faster than tin antics. I don't think aluminum rusts. Took an hour to recognize people. They saved them up all year, I bet. I mean, I've been known to be wrong before, No Face. So it's not going to be a shocker if you tell me I'm wrong. Breaks down. Yes, but it doesn't rust. Sorry, I gotta answer one of my neighbors texting me.
Recording in progress.
Sorry, texting my neighbor, and they started back up, so let me put the volume back up.
Good morning, Council President, Board President, excuse me, Abbott's. I'm Keith Jose, General Manager for Bureau Street Services. Today, here to honor some graduates of our program with certificates and associate marks.
More presentations. Sorry, it's riveting stream. I'm being so quiet. I have had to answer a few text messages. So, No Face says 1994 was a great year to go crazy through. To go crazy, though. The 90s in general, woohoo. What did I miss? Why are we talking about the 90s? Just scroll up. Oh, it's so annoying. Not true. My foil hat's been shiny since 1994. Ah, okay. Saved him up for a year. I'm gonna look it up, No Face. According to Google, no, aluminum does not rust. Rust is a specific term for the oxidation of iron and steel, iron oxide. Since aluminum does not contain iron, it cannot rust. Oh, sorry. I should translate that for Irish. So, Irish, this is what I read. No, aluminium does not rust. Rust is a specific term for. So I was talking about aluminium, Irish, just so you know what I'm talking about. Ganja Girl's here. Hi, Ganja Girl. Appreciate you waiting through these presentations. Yeah, just boring AF, Ganja. I picked the wrong day to come back. Sorry, I couldn't do Wednesday or the specific thing we talked about for another meeting in the week. Just too much in real life. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this at all today. I want to be at the beach. I got to do shit around here though, so I can't make it a beach day today. Ganja Girl says hi to everybody. Everybody's saying hi to Ganja Girl. Ganja, I need more coffee. I'm afraid to leave now, though, to get it. Ganja Girl, I have so much to do today, and this waiting to speak is holding me up so much. I may not be able to finish everything I wanted to today. Yeah, I feel that, Ganja. Sharon says I gotta do my live later, build a baker's rack while assemble it, cook and clean bathroom. That is so funny, Sharon. That's one of the things I'm waiting for from my neighbor. My neighbor is giving me a baker's rack. So that's really funny because I'm getting a baker's rack today too. The only thing I'm imagining on it is I'm going to use it to store the cat food underneath, and then like some of the bigger mixing bowls and my stand mixer and stuff like that on top. I have to post pics of all my stuff I assembled. Yeah, I'll do that, Sharon. I'm waiting on my neighbor to cook my bathroom. How ironic. Yeah, my neighbor's giving me their baker's rack. I don't know why they're getting rid of it, but they asked me if I wanted it. I said, yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, Sharon, I'm not even going to read any more of those out. It's like, no, thank you. Baker's rack. I've got one. Are you like the Swedish chef? Are you like the Swedish chef, Coco? Cook. That would make more sense, Ganja Girl, but no, he's just twisting words trying to be funny. So he did literally mean cook. It was supposed to be a joke. It's just not funny and disgusting. But fair play, No Face. Every once in a while, we all hit one that's maybe a little off. Most of No Face's jokes are very, very funny. And more importantly, No Face is very, very kind. Cookie, I think he's taking... See, I gotta stop reading your comments, No Face. No faces flares. Yes, he is, but some of the things he says I don't want coming out of my mouth. So I need to be a little more selective about reading out what he's typing. No face is a lovable nut bar. Never read his stuff out loud. Yeah. But also never take offense. Yeah, no, I'm not offended. It's just I don't want to read that. I can be grossed out. Doesn't mean I'm offended, though. Yeah. Nope. Never have to take offense with No Face because No Face is always so kind. But yeah. If I had taken offense, he would have gotten a timeout or something. Sharon says, I've got a dark sense of humor, so I'm like, OMG, ha ha ha. I blame my dad's side for the dark humor. Sharon, that's why one of the things you and I bond over is I have a dark and silly sense of humor too. So it can be funny, but that doesn't mean I necessarily want to potty talk. Scoot, I never read myself out loud, but I do love to whisper to myself in the dark. That's funny, No Face. Scooter Mom says she has a naughty sense of humor. That's why Antics always used to tell me to tone it down on her channel. Well, I told everyone to tone it down and not to get too worked up. But I've relaxed some. Yeah, I was pretty uptight, I guess you'd say. I've relaxed some of the rules, but not too much. I do still try to maintain some level of, I don't know, not decorum, but some level of expectation. I've only gotten in trouble with Antics once. Hee. Heavily. Yeah. See, everyone thinks I'm so sweet. It's like, no, I got a feisty side too. Peter has seen my feisty side. I gave him crap one time. He got on my bad side once. So it happens. It happens. Peter was trying to tell me, go down that street, go past the Scientology org, blah, blah, blah. And I gave him heck later for trying to direct the streamer twice. Oh, you got 2 strikes? I thought you only had 1 strike, Peter. I was directing the streamer. Oh, you what? You're right. I won't mention the other time. The other time was cleared up. This one was cleared up too, though. But you're right. It was twice, Peter. Professor, is she keeping you in line? But even though, like, Peter and I've talked to him twice about stuff, he's still my mod. I still trust him, and we can have a disagreement or like, hey, I didn't like this, and then move along. You know, it doesn't have to end up into World War III.
It's all real.
He explained it. I said what I needed to say. We're like, okay, cool. And that was it. Wait, I just realized Scoot called me a lovable nut bar. Can I market that in any way? So, well, now I feel like by not saying what the first incident was, it makes it sound like it was something bigger. He was just joking that where I was in San Diego, and I told him that made me nervous, not to reference where I am and such. So he didn't know. I set an expectation, and he's been really, really good about meeting that expectation. No face, if it's coated in dark chocolate, I'll be your first customer. Nut bar and dark chocolate. Irish, that sounds delicious. Irish has to tweak it and take it up a notch and bring in that food porn. Thanks a lot, Irish. Spicy minx that Irish is just gotta bring in the food porn. Ooh, lovable nut bar, the candy bar shaped like never mind. That was Sharon saying that, by the way, not me. Not me.
Robert Ventura.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out before we ever get called on, guys.
Ray Villalobos.
This is taking too long. It's ridiculous. My stream's been going an hour and 20 minutes already. And we haven't started.
Robert Williams.
Highly recommend if it's your first time calling in not to do it on a Friday. Scooter, Sharon. That's why I'm not commenting. LOL. There's also a difference, Scooter Mom. Not that this comes into play, but there's a difference between like being on my screen and saying something and just saying something in chat too.
Richard Goss.
And then it's on me if I want to read it out or not. I was thinking shape it like a question mark, but if you implied dirty thoughts, he said it gave a geesh look. No, Jenny Chavez. Yes, but antics. My filter malfunctions. Yes, and as a friend, I should never endeavor to try to filter your words of wisdom and humor and love and all of the rest. I really should not ever filter you. But when it comes to like a knitting stream, I just try to keep things more neutral at times. But I should never ever filter the wise Scooter Mom. Can't control people's minds. I just try to direct. It's 84 degrees here and Irish is melting. Anything above 73 is too hot for me. I badly need a walk-in freezer to sit in. Irish, I just was thinking the same thing. I'm like hot and my blood sugar's dropping and I still have that baker's rack to move. Irish is built for cold, not heat. Same Irish. I'd rather have it be cold. I can always throw on a sweater. You can only undress but so much. I'm going to put my pants back on and say no comment. I heard y'all have a heat wave, Irish. We got one on the way too. Mother Nature is confused. Bad line of jokes, No Face said. Yeah, I brushed past that pretty quickly, No Face. No troll today. I had an interesting troll the other day that was just like going on and on about stuff that didn't pertain to me at all, and it was really bizarre. But luckily, Cricket was there. I got Cricket to handle it. Mother Nature has a whimsical side. True. True. I don't think Scooter Mom was here when I was talking about the shark earlier. Scooter Mom, did you hear there's been great white spotted here in San Diego. 9-foot great white shark has been coming into shore. I mean, you know, we're coming in far. Mother Nature has a whimsical side. I read that. Yeah, Scooter Mom. So great whites are spotted in San Diego. Yeah, I still went out yesterday. And I want to go today, but I don't think I'm going to be able to today. I have to run an errand and move the furniture, and I'm watching a friend's dog, so I'm pretty busy today.
Morning, board. Yes, I was just going to mention that the street maintenance technology program has been around for 30 years.
Irish says, I never learned to swim, but I imagine I'd be a fast learner if there's a shark or crocodile. Of course you did, Antics. Yeah, of course I went right back in. Have to, Scooter Mom. Irish, I like that better. I've been too salty about the weather lately. Yeah, I had somebody, I won't say who, mention to me, well, I guess that stops your swimming. And I was like, oh no, absolutely not. Irish, I like that better. I've been too salty about the weather lately.
Good morning, members of the board and everyone here present this morning. This morning I stand here.
Well, the room is starting to clear out. All the presentations are getting finished up soon, hopefully. Take you great white shark spray with you next time you go to the ocean.
For completing the street maintenance technology program. This program has been a valuable step in my professional growth. Finishing this courses require dedication, time, a willingness to learn, systems, technologies.
Yeah, this is taking too long, guys.
Proper procedures that are important in our daily work.
But it's almost over.
Through this courses, I've gained a better understanding of how street maintenance technology can improve efficiency, enhance communication, and support smarter decision making. I've also developed skills that help me adapt to new tools and processes, making me more confident and effective in my role. This accomplishment isn't just a personal milestone.
Okay.
It's an investment.
Get my banner game
in
started.
the work we do for the Bureau of Street Services.
I got one just for this lady. Where is
The
it?
more knowledgeable and prepared we are, the better we can serve
Somewhere.
our communities by maintaining
Here it is.
Infrastructure,
Perfect.
improving operations, and responding to the public needs with accuracy and professionalism.
Yes,
Completing this
soon, no
courses has
face.
reinforced my commitment
Soon.
to continuous learning and contribution at a
I guess I
higher
could
level.
file my nails
I
while
hope
I
my
wait.
experience encourages
I've got
others
some
to take advantage of this
rough
courses
corners.
and opportunities to continue building the skills that will benefit both our careers and the
I need Scooter Mom to
serve.
come do my nails.
Thank you for recognizing this achievement for
Sums it up
my
nicely.
classmates
Yep.
and myself.
Blah, blah,
I look
blah.
forward to applying what I've learned to help make a positive impact every day. Thank you.
That's what they think when we talk, too, so fair enough.
Now I have a few more words from Mr. Sal Rios.
Okay, well. Antics. I love you. But no. What did I do? What did I say? Oh, about doing my nails. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I was going to pay for you to have an all expense vacation to San Diego, but fine. If you're not willing to give me a manicure in return for that, then there's no value added. I mean, the value of you is enough, sure. But if you're not willing to meet me halfway, my mom used to go on 2-hour tangents. This must be her long lost sister. Oh, I thought you meant me for a second. Antics, there is a border I will not cross. You can come here though. Yeah, but Scooter, I'm telling you, if I come up there, I might just bring a lot of stuff and have an extended stay. It would ironically put me a little bit closer to my kiddos. Not much, but a little bit. No Face, we know you really do like glitter. Stop playing hard to get.
Which departments?
No Face says yes, please follow your nails. Also get glitter tattoos.
Said many
What
times,
else
but
could drive
there's
me
only
more
one person
crazy?
that can make
Oh,
sure that your career
sorry.
is going well, and that's you.
You hate
So
the sound
taking
of
the time
nails
out of your
getting
day,
filed.
yeah,
I'm almost done.
After a long day of work,
I'm almost
and
done.
putting in that extra effort, it all pays off in the long run. So congratulations to you all for taking that initiative and doing like what the director said.
I know you hate
doing
glitter,
the hard
No
work
Face.
that all pays
I
off.
only do
So
glitter
congratulations
for that
on
one nail
your,
polish
accomplishments,
for
and good
special
luck with your career.
occasions like Christmas and New Year's.
I've had
The rest of the time, my nails are glitter free. And I'm done. There, I filed them all.
At the same time, kudos to
No
you
Face is
all
playing
to be
hard
able
to glitter.
To go to class and have your work done assignment on
Oh,
time.
I gotta
You know, it really
follow
is
in their
exemplary.
spot
Your ambition, your
a little
resilience,
bit more.
the commitment you had, and the intellectual fortitude that carried you through this. It's said that
All right,
work without
that's
education
better.
really is
I'm like
aimless. And it's
tempted
almost
to
mindless. But
get out a
education
game
without
on
work
my tablet
is worthless. And
or my knitting and just
great
sit here and knit.
sacrifice of yourselves and your family in order to make
It's
not
taking
only
so long
yourself
today.
better, but the city better.
I did have
We
plenty of time to
congratulate
run and go get another coffee, but I couldn't know that then, you know,
Well, street services once again.
which is the same problem now. I can't leave now.
Anyhow, congratulations.
'Cause I think
to
they're
you on
almost
your,
done.
Accomplishments today. I'm joining with my comments from my fellow commissioners. Some of the things that each of you said in your comments was that I reflected on was about time. It's an investment of time, sacrifice, and an investment in your future. It's indicated by promotions, right? And the other thing that someone said that I thought was
You know whose nails I need to do? I need to do my cat's nails. I should go grab him. He's pretty good about letting me do it. Need a coffee pot at your desk. Yeah, but my place is so small. So I don't have room for anything more. Plus, it's like so close to walk to the kitchen. It's just I don't have a coffee pot. I have an espresso machine. So it's like a little bit of an effort. I can't just like run and go grab a second cup. I have to reset the machine and do all the stuff. Sorry, I'm still filing one of my nails. One of my nails just still a problem. Anyway, so yeah, I don't have like a coffee pot. I did have one that was okay. It's just a little 2-cup one that you put on the stove, one of those Italian like percolator drip sort of ones. But I forgot about it and left it on my stove. and it was on so long that all the coffee evaporated and then the handle melted off. So I had to throw the whole thing away. Somehow our Nespresso broke down after 3 months. Yeah, first world problems, antics. Exactly. 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 I'll just have to wait until after this to get a cup of coffee if I want a cup of coffee. So it's no big deal. But yeah, it makes it harder to do a quick cup.
Director and professor leading you all. And I know, as Stephanie mentioned earlier, you all have busy lives.
It was good timing. I just bought that espresso machine. Bought the espresso machine and then promptly had to throw away my coffee machine, my little Italian coffee maker. You know the ones that are like 6-sided base and they have a water reservoir on the bottom, the coffee in the middle, and then it percolates up. The little percolator one that you see at little espresso machines and people put them on their stove top. That's what I had. Previous to that, I just used another espresso machine and then occasionally my French press. That's what I should have done today. Next time I do one of these meetings, I'll make a whole thing in my French press. That'll give me a couple of cups of coffee. That'll make it better. I have a Kerrigan and coffee pot and still use my percolator. I like the percolator. I like the coffee it produces. I have no room to talk. My girls bought me a Ninja coffee maker that I can have hot or iced coffee from. Oh, that's nice, Scooter. That was nice. Bye for now, No Face. I didn't see No Face was leading. Keurig, Sharon said, not Kerrigan. Sorry, my typos have entered chat. No Face says, I'm going to go see what fits in my microwave because I'm hungry and lazy. Probably just going to soak a rag in soy sauce and suckle. Bye for now, peoples. Bye, No Face. Sharon says goodbye. Okay. Seems to have frozen. What is going on? Yeah, the screen has frozen. Oops. Okay. It's unfrozen. They're on a break. I'll turn the volume back up because when they get back from the break, we'll be going on. So I do have a couple of minutes, but I'm still afraid that I won't make it back in time. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I have some almonds. Here. I'll just eat a handful of almonds. I'll be okay. I'm afraid to leave when they go on break because sometimes their breaks are short. Even the camera said, oh my God, are we done yet? Yeah, sorry, Sharon. I'm sorry. I have enough almonds to share with everybody, but sorry I haven't been sharing them. Let's watch commercial.
Are you feeling sad, lonely, and starved for love? Are you tired of looking for love on dating apps? Is your cult of millions still not a large enough dating pool for you to find a wife replacement for the one that you locked up in exile, never to be heard from again? Well, look no further. We here at Scientology Up North can help. At Scientology Up North, we believe that there is an alien Phaeton match for everyone. Even the worst cult leaders on TGAC can find love in Copenhagen. Our certified love specialist, Miriam de Fantastiques, has had a 100% success rate. Follow her in Copenhagen today at Scientology Up North.
Shout out to Miriam. Sharon said it's not my fault and she's enjoying the conversation. That's your favorite commercial? Yeah, I like that one and I like this one.
Is your protest gray, drab, and sad? Well, you can do better. Come on into Dusty's Soda Dispenser's tie-dye shop today. Find everything that your protest needs to bring it to life. Make it bright, fun, and more eye-catching. You can rev it up to 10x and get some movement in your feet. You can be a happy protester. Just pop into Dusty's Soda Dispenser's shop on his channel today. There you will find all you need to protest Scientology. With vigor and glee, we can turn that frown upside down. Dusty's has sizes from XXX small to 6X large, all at reasonable prices. Don't miss! Come on in to Dusty's today while supplies last.
Perfect amount of time for me to eat a handful of almonds. Irish has a Dusty tie-dye. So does Scooter Mom. Yeah, Scooter Mom has a Dusty original too, Irish. I do not. You'd think as one of his mods I would. However, he made so many for so many people. You can't make them for everyone. So he made it just for the people that were going to be on screen. And since I don't ever go on screen, what would be the point in sending me a shirt? So, if I want one, I'll have to buy one. More to come on that, but no comment for the moment. I got an alert. Big Chief just posted something. I don't think it's a live. I think it's a short, maybe. He was talking about maybe doing some gardening, maybe posting a garden. But I haven't looked at it yet. I just got the alert. Shout out to Big Chief. I love my Dusty tie-dye as well. I just need a bigger one. Well, if you were closer, I'd offer to alter it for you, Scooter Mom. Blah. They haven't been sending my notifications for Chief lately. Well, he doesn't post all that often. But he's been posting some garden shorts. That's a good point. We don't even know if you wear clothes. Like, how sure are we that you're humanoid and not a species from another galaxy? Shh, Irish. We talked about this. Don't go pointing out things people haven't figured out yet. It's just, why even point them in the right direction? It's supposed to be a lot more hidden than that. I mean, you're not supposed to just tell people. But yeah, fine. From another galaxy. Yep.
Recording in progress.
Not from TGAC.
President Kang, we are now in record mode and I will establish quorum. President Kang, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell is here, and Commissioner Cardenas. We have quorum.
I'm actually from
Thank you very
Farsac.
much. We'll get started with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items. Will be provided up to 1 minute per person, up to a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. Testimony shall be limited in content to subject matters which are within the jurisdiction of the Board of Public Works. The board may not take any action on any matters discussed during the public comment period. I believe all the person that have filled out in-person cards are representatives. Let's first start with the virtual callers.
Okay, we will start with Audit LA. Audit, you will have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning. I'm here to talk about the 4th of July permit of Scientology. I have been writing. I have been requesting that it not be filled. So far, it doesn't seem like it has been. But I'm here to remind you that a month ago, you did not give a permit, and they still shut down the street for 3 full days. That means they hijacked the street. That means there was no paper signed for indemnification to protect the city. No insurance provided. That's what that means. So the city's gonna have to wait 2 years to see if anyone comes forth with any kind of lawsuit for damages or anything. So now they're coming for another permit. Are you going to give it to them? Do I have to check every single day to see whether or not you give them this permit, or can you just kind of make a notice? You can email me, my email, to say, no, it's been denied, or publicly, no, it's denied. And are you going to enforce it by putting it to the city attorney? Are you going to fine them? They should be prosecuted for hijacking the streets.
That's time. Next, we have Gigi. Gigi, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know why it took so long for this to click, but as I was looking at the paperwork for when they changed the name of North Berendo to L. Ron Hubbard Way, I kept seeing the name Tony Cardenas. Okay, and I'm just hoping there's not going to be a conflict, and that when we're talking about this, there's no defensive listening and there's open-mindedness that someone's brother could have made a mistake on something or made a bad choice voting a certain way or whatever. I just hope that there's no bias when it comes to this. Thank you. I yield my time.
Thank you. And next, we have Arthur. 1 moment. I am not seeing Arthur anymore. So we will move on to Georgina McPhee. Georgina, you will have 1 minute. Georgina, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm trying to baffle my mind, wrap my mind around the thought that we have a city street named after a cult leader, a family destroying, child trafficking, criminal enterprise, and we have a street named after the guy who perpetrated the U.S. government with the largest penetration of the U.S. government was by L. Ron Hubbard and his operatives, and yet we have a street named after him. Is Charles Manson Way going in next to it? I'm wondering what cult leaders are going to be represented next, because I have some suggestions. Maybe Reverend Sun Young Moon Way can be next. Maybe, who's the guy for the FLDS? Oh, he'd be perfect. Let's do a street named after him next. Either that, or we could...
Children's Voices Matter. Go ahead.
Greetings, everyone. Happy Pride for all the LGBTQI+. And I wanted to mention that in Scientology, people are not allowed to express their sexuality. They are not allowed to be gay. They are not allowed to be bisexual. They are not allowed to be transgender or any of those things. In fact, they are labeled as degraded beings, aberrated, out ethics, or down tone. And a lot of them are suicidal and have lost their lives. So I just want to bring that up. The second thing I want to bring up is a review on Yelp about one of the Scientology buildings in which several young ladies almost lost their lives. On 1404 Catalina Street, Los Angeles,
Tabitha K. from Studio City, California, gives a 1 star. I was in a fashion show here once. A huge fan fell from the ceiling and almost killed the entire group of models.
That's time. Next, we have Laura FM. Laura, go ahead.
Good morning, board. So I want to echo what the other callers were just saying on all accounts, on the fact that you better not be giving Scientology, a human trafficking, family destroying cult, hiding behind a religious entity, while we sit here in California all knowing that Scientology is a fraud, scam organization. You can do something right, Public Works. You can make sure that they never receive a permit whatsoever ever again. They violated multiple permits that you have given them. They've covered up their, addresses or covered up names or altered permits to the police when they were asked for a permit because they were shutting down sidewalks and roads that they didn't have permission to do. So why do you allow them to have any more permits when a month ago they shut down the street for 3 days without your approval? When you said no, they didn't care and they did it anyways. Why does Scientology keep getting away with this? You guys keep you allow it.
That concludes public comment, virtual public comment.
Thank you very much. The rest of the comment cards is for single items, so we'll call them up when we get to the item. We'll now close general public comment portion of today's meeting and move on to multiple agenda item public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment period for up to a minute per item, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item, and please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. Let's go to our virtual callers.
Thank you, President Kang. We have Audit LA. Audit, are you there?
Yes, good morning. Is it still morning? Yes. I want to congratulate everybody that was honored today. But again, like Children's Voices Matter said, it like for people who are talking about Scientology, it kind of hit me really hard. You have a beautiful presentation, everything that the Commissioner Grant said, and everything, and I was in tears. Okay, literally in tears. I'm still fighting tears, and not because that we've come so far in the city with recognizing that we're all created equal. We all have a right to be under the sky and on the grass, like the poem referred to. But I'm thinking of my friend Serge, okay, and Nora, who were in the city during all this fight, okay, for rights. They were put into a gulag prison, okay, and Serge as a child, 12 years old, and Nora, I think, was 18, 19, for being gay. And in our city, and while this whole thing was going on, okay, and I can't wrap my head around that. And Serge was placed with a pedophile because they don't care. That's how unvaluable his life was. He was molested repeatedly in this gulag. Here in this city, and we come so often to talk about these inhumane crimes. Okay, and this is during Pride Month. And Nora has spoken here to talk about how she was tortured for 2 years in the gulag just merely for being a lesbian. Okay, it's disgusting. There's so many things that evoke so much emotion on me. So congratulations to the city for having evolved to where we accept, hopefully everybody. But Scientology, still doesn't. That because they can't go away from what their leader says, and they put gays, as it's like lower than criminals, and you're giving them permits to recruit people into a cult that believes that will put people in prison merely for being gay. You are giving them permits to recruit more people. We're on the right side of history, warning the city, warning you, begging you to stop. We're on the right side of history. You aren't. Now I want to talk about the the repaving. I want L. Ron Hubbard repaved, okay? Because slave indentured servants, including children, paved that road. And you guys gave that road to them, Okay, not just in name, but with his R permit. And it's not you. I get this was way before you. But it's why do we have a street that was paved by indentured servants? I can see maybe back then you didn't know. The city didn't know. Okay, well you know now. Okay, there's enough evidence out there. There's enough information out there. You know now. I've requested. Thank you.
Time. Next, we have Georgina McPhee. Georgina, go ahead. Georgina, are you there?
Yes. I want to first talk about the minutes. We have repeatedly called out infraction after infraction for all these permits, and yet no record of that is being kept because it's not being included in the minutes. That needs to be addressed. You need to have some sort of measure to say these are the things that have been complained about, these are the things that people are coming to us with, but you don't record that, you don't make any reflection of that whatsoever. And your YouTube channel has everything listed just under LABPW meeting. Well, every one of them has that exact same title. You have thousands of videos that could be potentially accessible by people, but you don't make them accessible by giving them all the same title. It's like going to a card catalog and everything in there is just titled book. I want to talk about the road pavement also. The bricks on L. Ron Hubbard Way need to be pulled up or paved over. They are using those bricks as an excuse to say, oh, but this street's too pretty for cars to park on. Well, I'm sorry. We don't have roads just to be showcase pieces. We have roads for accessibility to the public. That road needs to be repaved and made accessible to that neighborhood. It needs to be opened up for parking. You should put metered parking in there. It'd be a valuable asset to the two major hospitals that are just at the end of that street. The fact that you have a street named after a cult leader is appalling. It needs to get addressed. Please do better. Thank you. I appreciate you and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Georgina. And next, we have Laura FM. Laura, I have not seen you on the virtual. Oh, I see you. Laura, go
Hi,
ahead.
thanks. Okay. So in regards to the minutes, we keep asking, please put something up. You've had multiple people call in regarding revoking Scientology's R permit, which is to bring it back to North Berendo Street. We would like to see that on the minutes. We'd also like for it to be at least an option as a point on the agenda. Why, after years and years, has this not come up? As you say that, you know, we cannot address anything, no board members can address anything to the public, but then do something, because we have been doing this. We've been calling about this over 3 years now, and we need for our cases against Scientology to show whether you guys have the ability to change it or not, that we have been contacting you and that we've been telling you to stop giving them permits. Please make that obvious on the minutes as a one-line sentence. Laura FM called in asking to revoke Scientology's R permit, bring it back to North Berendo Street. Audit LA asked you to stop giving them permits, do not give them the 4th of July permit. Things like this. It's important to people that were born and raised in a long lifetime slave organization of Scientology for you guys to just lift your pinky and do a few typing sentences that show the minutes, that show people who have called in what they're talking about. It's disrespectful to the public, especially people like ourselves who have been calling for 3 years over Scientology's permits. And we do appreciate that they have slowed down, and we've seen that, but it needs to end fully. You don't just like partially stop abusing children or partially stop abusing elderly. You have to completely shut it down, and Public Works has the ability to do that. So that going into the neighborhood councils, they also have the ability to make that change. A neighborhood council, knowing that Scientology is infiltrating their neighborhoods, which is everywhere in Los Angeles, every single city, every single area of Los Angeles is taken over by some form of front group of Scientology. And so for them to have the booklets that we as the children of this cult of Scientology took our time to print out for you guys and for the city to uninfiltrate Scientology from your guys' work. It's hard work that you guys are doing, and Scientology is just infiltrating it, using you guys up, using the taxes, using your permits, and using the neighborhood councils. Literally being on the boards or being at the neighborhood councils meetings solely to find out what the city needs in each neighborhood. So that Scientology can come in with their fake infiltrating groups and their fake ass neighborhood volunteer counselors who want to, quote, come in and clean up the world when they do nothing to clean up the world. All they're doing is literally recruiting people who are cleaning up the city. That is the whole intention of them being connected to any sort of cleanup programs or any of
Time. That concludes our multiple agenda items.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close multiple item public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with the approval of minutes for Monday, June 15th, 2026.
Second.
First by President.
All right, guys. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, there was so much I wanted to say and thought to say and didn't say. I was a little distracted, I guess. But it was a really long meeting. It's 2 hours. But everyone did great. Audit was great. Eyes to See was great. Laura was great. I did okay. I think it went really well. And even if I didn't do great, it was good to show up and show support for Audit and Lara. They deserve our support. Ganja Girl was great. I knew I was forgetting something. Ganja Girl was great. And really appreciate how much she contributes to this. So I think that's it. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Irish. Emotional meeting. I know I wanted to speak to some of what Audit was talking about because it was so emotional and impactful, the things she was saying, but I think hers as a standalone is probably better than for me to jump on it. But well done, Audit. Well done, Laura. Well done, Ganja. Well done, Eyes to See. Hey, Chakos is here. Chakos, did you see Big Chief just posted something? I think it's a short. So everyone check out Big Chief's short. And everyone go out and have a great day. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye, guys.